We've all discussed it many times. We knew this was very possible. Of course, we all hoped and prayed that it never would happen.
The daughter of one of the women killed in a Bass Lake double murder is talking only to Action News about her mother's volatile and ultimately deadly relationship with her stepfather. And that's our top story tonight at 6. Good evening, I'm Roy Armstrong.
And I'm Graciela Moreno. For the first time since last week's tragic shooting at Bass Lake, the oldest daughter of one of the victims is shedding light on how her mom and stepfather's marriage came to such a violent end. Sandra Williamson and her attorney were gunned down in the Ducey's restaurant parking lot by Sandy's estranged husband, Jim Williamson. In a story you'll only see on Action News, anchor Liz Harrison sat down with Sandy's oldest daughter today.
Here she is riding one of her horses, and
she was very into 4-H.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Specifically horses, right?
Horses and pigs.
As Barbara Phillips prepares a collage of family photographs, she reminisces about her mom, Sandy, a woman who loved horses, kids, and life in general. Sandy was a soccer mom before the term was even coined. She led 4-H clubs in Thousand Oaks, where Barbara grew up. Eventually, she became a doula, or birthing coach, and lactation instructor, even helping women in prison. In Barbara's early teens, her mother married Jim Williamson. The family eventually moved to Bass Lake and built their 5,300 square foot dream home. Sandy had 2 daughters and a son. Jim had 3 daughters.
There was always an underlying current of uncomfortableness. But, I mean, we had a lot of fun as a family as well, but there was always something that just was uncomfortable.
Although Sandy never shared her marital troubles with her family until recently, Barbara suspects the discomfort she felt around her stepfather as a teen was what pushed her mother away. Sandy filed for divorce 4 years ago.
For years, he told her that it didn't matter if he ended up with nothing, she would not get anything that was his.
Barbara says Jim Williamson not only threatened to harm his wife, but the rest of the family.
We've all discussed it many times. We knew this was very possible. Of course, we all hoped and prayed that it never would happen.
It was the final tragedy in a life full of sadness. Sandy's first husband is in prison. Her youngest son was killed by a drunk driver. And her first grandchild, Barbara's first child, died after 33 days of life. But through all the heartache, Barbara says her mom had much hope, lots of love, and a tremendous faith.
I want her to be remembered as someone who loved life and loved people, and most of all loved Jesus.
In Clovis, Liz Harrison, ABC 30 Action News.
Sandra Williamson will be laid to rest later this week. Her funeral will take place on Friday at 11 a.m. at the Mountain Christian Church in Oakhurst.